A couple of my students reached over $1,000 in new sales on KDP. Following my strategies, in this video I'm going to share some of those strategies. Very simple stuff, guys. Very simple stuff. Beginner friendly. Right? So if you want to know about how to sell books on KDP, this video is for you. Especially if you're kind of just getting into it and want to hit that $1,000 mark. That's a big benchmark, right? Here they are. I'll just minimize that now. This guy got 1,200. I think this was over 3 months though, just to be transparent, but still, that's 3 months. New book sales, $1,200, not bad. And also, he got a lucky day. You see here, he got a $200 lucky day. But here's the thing: if you use the correct strategies and you do it over and over again, you'll find these lucky days start happening a bit more often, and before you know it, they become your normal days. All right, so it all starts with a good, solid strategy. So let's talk about that. Okay, there's 3 things you really need to do in order to get to that 1,000 and just build a solid KDP account that will provide you with a lot of money long term. All right, the first thing, if I can get my pen right, is the customer. Now, it still surprises me how many sellers, how many authors, how many KDP people, self-publishers get this wrong. They're too busy thinking about themselves, right? What is a good customer? A good customer is they're actively buying, right? They're on Amazon right now buying books. So they're buying books. They love their books. All you're going to do is give them another option to buy. Now, why is this important? Sounds obvious, but trust me, guys. People mess this up. They don't think obvious. They try and overcomplicate this. Why is it important to go after someone who's actively buying? Because it's easier to sell to someone that already loves buying books. Okay, so nail that customer. The next thing is the title. So you've got a good customer. What is a good title? What's something that's going to convince this customer to buy? What is it? It's a clear title. Clear. This book does XYZ. That's why you should buy it. This is the benefit right here. Why is that important? Because no confusion equals money. Any slight bit of confusion, you've lost them. You've lost the money. Okay. So clear title. Exactly what your book does, what benefit it does for that customer. Right? The customer's got zero confusion. So if they're going to buy, they're just going to buy. Right? And the last thing here is I was going to write cover design, but I'm going to say typography. Say typography. So what is good typography? What is good typography? I would say it's very familiar. Just think of like the word anger. When you think of the word anger, what do you think it should look like? Now, if it was written in calligraphy, would that make sense to you? No, you'd probably lose you, right? Anger to me, you know, the words are like blocky, maybe like exploding a bit, maybe like crumbling apart, maybe like, you know, a bit of action behind it. Okay? Same thing with your type. If your book's about something specific, what you want it to look like is familiar to the niche, to the customer, so it's familiar to the customer. And why is that important? Because when someone's familiar with something, they're more likely to buy it. Okay, it just seems familiar. They don't need to think about it. Okay, so there's more chance of buying. Now, just on these 2 points here, because once you've got your customer, right, this customer's actively buying, it's going to be easier to sell to them. This part here is very important. And what's so important about this part is that, how do I explain this? You got 0.5 seconds. What's important is you get this right, so you can convince that customer in 0.5 seconds. Now, why do you want to do it in 0.5 seconds? That's people's attention span now. People are just scrolling, and it's a fight for attention. So if you can get the attention, you can get the sale. I'll tell you a quick story. I used to work, I had a company that delivered leaflets We've done a lot of leaflet distribution in London for like big estate agents. If you know London, you know Bernard Marcus, Bairstow Eves, councils as well. We did like loads of leaflet drops. And one thing we learned over the years and was that when you design a leaflet, you have about 3 to 5 seconds to convince whoever picks it up off their floor. You know, it comes through the letterbox. It might be on the floor with 5 leaflets. They pick up a bunch of leaflets. They might skim them. You've got about 3 to 5 seconds to grab their attention, bring them into leaflet, and so they start reading it and then contact whoever's leaflet is. Okay, that's completely different on Amazon. Amazon's got so many books. People are scrolling, constantly scrolling. People are in the scroll mania. Everyone loves scrolling at the moment. You got way less seconds than 3 to 5 now. You got even less than 1 second. Okay, what have you got? 0.5 second. So that's what you need to do with your title and typography. It needs to be clear and familiar. I think you've got 0.5 seconds to convince that customer to know exactly what your book's about. And you grab that attention. Why? Because you can grab that attention, then you get the sale. Okay? That's it, guys. Very, very simple this is. I'll keep it simple. Just think if you can do that over and over again, you increase your chances of getting more and more sales. Okay. Right. That's all for me. I'll see you in the next video.